I'm so tired of the reunion. I'm so tired. Is it over yet? Is it over? Because I mean, Shamea and Porsha fighting, and we get to witness the demise of a friendship as if we didn't know they had already fell out. And now people is turning against Shamea, saying that Shamea is lying on Porsha. Oh, it's just bad, real bad. Michael Jackson. Okay, so part 3 of the reunion. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer on section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? We are researching. Bravo, please don't flag my chair, because y'all be real extra sometimes. So
Shamea, I saw Porsha did a birthday post for you.
Yeah, that was really sweet.
And she continued her smear campaign right after that.
I did not.
Why are you fighting with me?
Why are you fighting with me?
Oh, God, why are they fighting with each other? Why? Like, I mean, look, Porsha ain't been activated this whole season. Then you get to the reunion couch. Now you Queen Bee, honey. You got to fight with everybody to keep your peace. But that's okay. I guess that's what you need to do.
Me, because you're lying.
And you don't think
And
you've
you're
been
wrong.
lying too? And
About
you wrong
what?
too.
What have I lied
you
about?
You posted about my mom saying she did something egregious to your mom.
She absolutely did.
Now we talked about this. Now we talked about what the moms did that was egregious, and I guess they're gonna, talk about it as well. Because I think House of Aaron was the first person who exposed it, that Portia's mom had lost her childcare business in foreclosure, and apparently Shamea's mama bought it. Okay, and my thing is, it's not personal, it's business. And I know some of y'all be like, "Oh, that's dirty that she did that." No, it's not dirty. What you thought she was gonna do? Give Porsha mama the money to buy it back? No, this business. I'm gonna go buy it, and I'm gonna start me a daycare. I don't know. I wouldn't do that to my best friend. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't do that to my best friend. But I don't think that it was malicious if she lost it in foreclosure. It was up for grabs.
Oh, why are you even bringing up my mom?
What did she do?
I've never. And anytime people ask me about your mom, I say, that's not my business.
What happened?
My mom and her mom, they were best friends. They were both in the childcare industry, and they both, gave tips to each other back and forth.
It's like, is Mama Diane and Mama Morton on the damn show? Like, why are we even dragging up the mamas? Like, the mamas need to be out here on the couch fighting, because I'm sure Miss Diane got some dirt. I bet Shamea mama, I bet they got dirt on each other. But we'll see. Hold on.
My mom, now her location was going under foreclosure, and her mom went behind my mom's back, and she bought it as soon as it went on foreclosure. That is absolutely true. Stop.
Yeah, Porsha mama should have paid that bill. That's why she's so hell-bent on staying in Porsha house. And here's the thing that gets me with Porsha mama. Like, everybody like, oh, Porsha mama, Miss Diane turned Porsha into a trick. Got Porsha being scandalous and getting all the money and being a gold digger. But why Miss Diane ain't digging for gold? Where's Miss Diane gold that she gotta have her daughter dig for? Why Miss Diane over there living with some man who living with her rent free in her daughter's house? Like, now Miss Diane, I don't know, Miss Diane, that's real pick me ish, Miss Diane. Why do you have that man over there and he allegedly ain't paying no bills? But that ain't my business. But I just wondered.
This is how my mom found out that her mom bought her best friend's business, when we drove past it. And they were taking down my mom's sign, putting up her mother's sign.
They weren't talking for years prior to my mom buying that business.
That's absolutely not true.
We need a real mamas of the Housewives show, for real. Mama Joyce, Mama Morton, Miss Diane. Who's somebody else mama on there? Put everybody mama on there.
You're lying right now. They were not talking for some other stuff that happened that I don't want to speak on.
Another great lie. That's not true.
Why did they initially?
I don't want to speak on it, because then it's really gonna go left.
Okay.
That mom.
Oh, Shamea. Oh God, Shamea. I started this season off really rooting for Shamea, because remember when they had on the red dresses, Shamea was really in the center, because honestly, Porsha couldn't be in the center because Porsha didn't have no story. She couldn't even film in the house. She was on the street running, jogging while they was playing Simon in the background. But I just felt like Shamea had everything that a housewife should have. She got a family. She got, the drama with her, her children situation. She got, the money, the wealth, at least the illusion of wealth. We don't know. But it's Shamea's attitude. She still got that damn Decatur attitude. Shamea need to be like literally having like a boss bitch attitude, like coming in there like I am the boss. Okay. But no, Shamea just, I don't know what it is, Shamea, and I don't like it. I just feel like you should have been more prepared, and you've been a friend to the show for so long that you knew what was up. Okay. Hold on. Let's finish listening.
I'm stuck in deep rooted.
Hold on. Okay.
It did not just start with a daycare purchase.
I understand. I'm not going to even ask about it.
I think the mom thing conversation.
everybody talk about, no, leave the mamas out of it. Don't be talking about my mama. Leave the mamas out. Didn't Kandi teach y'all anything? Leave the mamas out of it. Okay. But when Porsha brought it up though. See, I know a lot of y'all are team Porsha, and I get it. You know, Porsha, the golden girl, all of that. And you know, as soon as I say something, y'all gonna be like, "Cause you team Simon." No, it's not because I'm team Simon. It's just that I see Porsha's character, and I think Porsha is playing a dirty game. Okay, she started this season out acting like Shamea wasn't her bestie, but meanwhile, Shamea was singing her praises until Shamea realized that Porsha wasn't on the same page, and that's when things went left. That's when Shamea started talking to the other women like, I don't know why Porsha treat me like this, and Porsha did me like this. And then the other women who didn't have a dog in the fight were going back to tell Porsha, and that was creating a bigger rift between the two. So I mean, again, I think it was Porsha who started, and I know Porsha will claim, you know, I was going through a divorce and my mind wasn't da 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 da, but you wasn't treating her like a friend in the beginning. Okay,
it shouldn't even come up. Honestly,
hold on.
It's not good.
There's a few things happening here. There is chatter that happened behind each other's backs.
Not each other's.
Okay.
No, each other's for sure. Because
I didn't talk behind your back.
it is each other's. I think it is each other's, and I believe Shamea when she said that Porsha didn't want her to have a peach. I believe that, because if that was the case, why? And you know, again, somebody just said that Kandi was stirring the pot behind the scenes. But that started it too. Shamea being on Kandi speak on it before the season even started, and then Kandi taking credit for having Shamea on the show. To me, that was a slight at Porsha, because Kandi probably already knew what Porsha was saying behind the scenes. And of course, Andy ain't gonna say it. Andy gonna always kiss the ass that's right in front of him. You know, like it is what it is.
Brit.
Okay, hold on.
She was just coming to tell me what you said.
Just so you know, Shamea, Brit was the one that said that you were showing text messages.
She showed me text messages between the two of you guys that said you were dealing with your divorce and your attorney said this is the best time where you need to deal with yourself.
And that.
And wait, and let's go backwards for a minute. Brit told Porsha about Shamea's text messages, and I believe wholeheartedly that Shamea showed her those text messages. But Porsha went behind, was helping Kenya disseminate the information on Brit behind the scenes, and then she realized that Kenya went too far and she backed up. So my thing is, Porsha befriending Brit after being in cahoots with Kenya to expose Brit kind of makes Porsha the snake. Like, what the hell, Porsha? Like, what is going on here? And so I can understand why Brit decided to stir the pot, because Porsha was being messy by even trying to befriend her.
Moment, Porsha kind of like let it go. Y'all stuff goes way back before the show.
We have a beautiful relationship prior to this show.
Yes.
Once we started filming, she took it to the left.
Okay.
I took it to the left. It was all
Hold
me.
on. Is there anything that happened?
Y'all got to go watch part 2, because Porsha said it. Porsha said she had been talking with Kenya, that Kenya had received some information from someone on the cast, and she said it was Drew. And then she said that she had been working with Kenya on how to put the information out there. And then Kenya decided to blow up poster boards and put them on the poster boards, and she had no idea that she was going to expose all that at her event, and so she washed her hands of it. But Porsha knew about the images. Porsha probably seen them before everybody else did, so she was in cahoots with it. She needed to be held accountable, just like Kenya.
Happened during the season that you can apologize for or take ownership for right now? Okay,
absolutely.
let's hear.
I apologize. I do own talking about my friendship problems with Porsha to these ladies.
Okay.
Why?
Because I wish I had a third party there. I wish I had somebody on my.
Not Drew saying why. Why you feel bad about talking about her? She was talking about you. Why you feel bad? And I know Drew knows some stuff too. Drew just ain't saying right now, because you know her and Porsha made sure to like hug Drew episode 1 to get Drew to settle down and not spill no tea. But I believe that Porsha was doing some shady stuff behind the scenes, which is why she knew that Drew gave the images to Kenya.
Y'all said
I
she
never
feels
took
the
it
friendship was lopsided, but these are things that y'all are feeling.
And that's what I said.
No, but when y'all said it, no, but when it was taken, hold on, but when it was taken to Porsha, it was said like, "This is how I feel."
When we went to lunch, there was never a question asked to you by me or
Porsha is fuming. And remember, I told y'all in the beginning it was supposed to be Drew and Porsha and Kenya. And because Kenya got the boot, I believe Drew and Porsha were in cahoots to create that fake ass storyline about Drew messing with Dennis, when we all know Drew wasn't messing with Dennis, child. And yeah, so everybody's self-producing. Let's start there. You know, Angela brought it up when she was saying that Phaedra was self-producing, but in essence, everybody is. Drew is, of course, Porsha was, because Porsha didn't have a story when she realized she couldn't film in the house. And so everybody was like scraping at straws. That's why the damn ratings was so bad. Hell, the ratings for the reunion is lowest than ever. And so yeah, they really flopped this season. But we, you know, hopefully they're gonna be able to pick it back up.
For Angela, about the nature of your relationship with Porsha. It almost felt like you needed to get this out. Like you found a safe space to share.
Apparently I didn't.
Well,
I just wish Shamea was a lot more transparent, and I think it would have made for a better season. I think if she was honest about the way she felt about Porsha, I think Porsha turning her back on her, you know, was an insult at the beginning when Porsha was all up Kenya's ass and was acting like Shamea was just a plus one, when that was her whole tagline. I'm not a plus one, I'm the one. Okay. And so Porsha was literally treating her like a plus one in the beginning until Kenya left. Then all of a sudden, you know, there's issues with Shamea. So yeah, I can understand how Shamea feels, but she should have been transparent about it. And them being allegedly, you know, childhood friends, or at least knowing each other for 20 years or whatever, probably stopped her, but she shouldn't have been the one to carry that burden.
I said something.
So my
because-
point is that you had us pinky swear because you wanted to divulge this, and it was something heavy
you said
on
she was
you.
concerned about
so
the
pinky
commenters,
swear
the
represented,
fans,
like,
she didn't know what they
please
would think.
repeat this.
Okay. All right. It almost sounds to me like you have had a harder time with what's happened after the show.
Of course, we get the violins for Porsha because, again, she's the cash cow. She has redeemed herself. She's in the house. They even went back and filmed the final scene of the season with Porsha in the house. So now they're going to, you know, get their money's worth from her. So let's see what happens.
Yes, there's a friendship group that we have, a private friendship group, right?
Yeah.
What's a private friendship group? Are they friends in private? Are they side chicks? Anonymous? Like, what is a private friends group? If y'all friends with me, you better be my friend in public, not private. I don't understand that.
There are two ladies from that friendship group. She told them that I didn't want her to be a peach holder, that I didn't congratulate her. So our private friends are echoing the same thing that you said here.
These ladies have come to me and told me that you did not want me on the show.
I understand that the private friend group will be women that aren't on the show, but I'm just saying private, the way I don't like the terminology, our private friend group. Like, just say our real life friend group. These people right here ain't your friends. These people on this couch could never be considered your friend. These are your coworkers. These are your castmates. Like, really?
That you wanted me as a friend to show. Some of the same ladies that used to be.
Now you are lying, Andy.
I believe Shamea when Shamea said that people told her that Porsha didn't want her. And I believe the people that told her was probably Kandi. Where Kandi at? Kandi, you need to speak on it.
Have I always wanted Shamea to be on the show as a housewife?
Yes.
Yes. So moving on from that, now I'm watching live interviews. Someone asks you, where's our friendship stand? You say, well, now that I have a peach, it's different. Well, why?
It is.
I've never talked about
It was. I'm with Shamea. It was. When Shamea got that peach, things were different. And I understand Porsha dropped the receipts and said, you know, that she sent flowers, but it wasn't the same. You know, when Phaedra was not on the show, Porsha was going from page 6 to E! News saying how she wanted Phaedra back on the show. And since Nene is back in their good graces, she been mentioning Nene's name as well. Porsha has never gone out of her way to celebrate Shamea in that manner. Now, yes, she may have sent flowers. Yes, she may have did a congratulatory phone call. Yes, she may have done all that, but she hasn't publicly embraced Shamea the way Shamea embraces her. And, you know, we all see it.
you, Shamea. And I'm watching interviews of you saying, I didn't want you on the show. You sang the song about I was trying to sabotage your marriage or your engagement or whatever.
Girl, are you serious right now? Y'all had that conversation together saying that I was screwing Kandi and Todd. I didn't do that to myself.
But nobody was sabotaging you.
Oh, they brought up the Kandi and Todd rumor. Yes, bring up the Kandi, you need to speak on it. They saying your name. The Kandi and Todd rumor. What had happened? Was Shamea involved in the threesome? Porsha had said it. Did you tongue Porsha down? Did you tongue Shamea down? Would you tongue it all three of them down? Was Phaedra in the room? Was y'all in the drunging? It's coming out, Kandi, and you not even on the show. We need to know.
The marriage, I said you could have ruined my engagement.
Listen, you would have played a part in sabotaging your own at that time.
Okay, this is the thing.
Candy in the club, you kiss Candy in the
This show is a long sneak peek, child. You know they're gonna flag me. You know they're gonna flag me. We just we just halfway there. Child, this is like 8 minutes.
I'm gonna do
She just said they both kissed because this is the thing. That happened in 2016.
and she's
Okay, that happened 10 years ago, and they still talking about it. And Phaedra, listen, Phaedra, with your big earrings and crown on, Phaedra, you just got back. It's been 10 years, so yes, people are gonna address the stuff that happened while you was gone. Nobody has addressed it. Kandi has never addressed it. Porsha has never addressed it. So of course they were gonna bring it up. I'm just surprised that people acting like they surprised that Shamea brought it up. Now she should have brought it up during the season. That's when she should have brought it up. But she waited till the reunion. She should have brought it up in the middle of the season, child.
talking about
Okay,
it in
but
interviews now.
no.
You
All
just
these
did an
people bring
interview.
this shit up.
You
I
brought
don't
up
go
all
around
this stuff from
about
10
it.
years ago.
Hold
These
on.
people ask me
Hold
questions.
on.
And you know, listen, Phaedra gonna shut it down because Phaedra's like, I just got back, child. I'm not trying to go through this. I just got back, the Kandi was threatening lawsuits. Okay, Carlos King, y'all just now trying to forgive him because he got the boot as well. And now y'all just forgetting about that. So here we go. Don't bring it up now, but Shamea did.
I do just as many press as you do, okay? And possibly more because I've been on the show a little bit more, right? And that wasn't a dig, so no, this needs a
It's kind of a dig. That was a dig. That was a dig. Okay, even Kelly said that was a dig. We all know that was a dig. Look at Drew's face. That was a dig. I do more press than you, bitch. That's what it was.
A little bit. It was a dig, but okay, go ahead.
What I'm saying is I've been asked the exact same questions that you were being asked, and I have never disparaged our relationship. I thought we had a beautiful friendship.
Porsha has never disparaged their relationship, but what she hasn't done, which what I said a few minutes ago, is hype Shamea up the same way she goes from platform to platform and talk about freaking frat. The same way she goes and says, Porsha, we need Porsha back. The same way she goes and say, I miss my big sis. Nene should come. The same way she goes and does those manipulative interviews and throws those names out there. She could have been doing the same with Shamea, and she never has.
I thought we had a great friendship too, but then I found out that you didn't come to the wedding in Kenya because we were beefing.
All right. Kelly, you and Shamea have become very close. I know.
And she didn't go to the wedding in Kenya because they was beefing. Y'all remember that? That's been like 8 years ago. So don't come now with no receipts and say, I went to this wedding and not that wedding when you didn't go to the main wedding, Porsha.
What's your reaction to this?
Me and Shamea have built a beautiful bond, a beautiful friendship with each other. And I always tell her, I really hope and pray that her and Porsha can just figure this all out. I just want you to tell her how you really feel.
Yeah,
this is your moment to tell her.
This is not her moment.
See, I can't. And see, this is probably the best part of the reunion. That's why I hate these damn long ass sneak peeks because I hope it's gonna be some more in the reunion. But look, Porsha is shutting it down. Kelly saying this is your moment to say how you really feel, and Porsha like, no, it ain't. This is not her moment. This is not her moment to say how she really feels. Why is it? Why can't she say how she really feels? This is given that they had an agreement that Shamea wouldn't say nothing. Okay, they hold each other's secrets clearly, but Shamea hold them a little better.
I mean, you know what her moment was when we had our one-on-one. You know what her moment was when I called her and I talked to her about it. Now it's a beat up on. Oh, you know what? This is so girl.
Let her have a moment.
Continue.
When we sat one.
Wow. Not her taking advantage. Look, this giving me Junkie Dineva and Claudia Jordan when he shut them down over there when they was on that show when they was asking him why he wanted to work with her again. Y'all remember that? That's what it's giving, and he like stopped them because y'all asking too many questions. And so apparently Porsha don't want Shamea to have a moment, okay? And even if it's somebody else speaking on Shamea's behalf, Porsha shut it down.
On one, I thought we had a clean slate and we were moving forward in the right direction.
Seemed like it.
Then I noticed she was distancing herself from me, even down around Lundy's funeral time. I'm reaching out. I'm like, hey, can we link up?
Girl, I'm grieving. I didn't go.
Okay, I understand.
Porsha, listen. I knew it was coming. Porsha uses everything to be about her. Life is lifing for everybody. Life is lifing for Shamea, her sick child, her surrogacy journey, her relationship with her husband, whatever, her job, whatever. Life is lifing. Porsha act like she the only one that's going through problems. Her divorce, her, her cousin passing away, all of that. And because those things happen, she's up here not taking accountability and acting like, oh, I was mourning. Oh, I'm mourning my divorce. Oh, I'm this. And so because of that, I can't be a good friend of you, but you better be a good friend of me. That's not right. I don't like that.
And I'm not trying to discredit that. All I'm trying to say is I continue to try to reach out to hang out and hook up. See, even that, like,
Because
it's
you're
that
just
kind of
using
stuff
things against me.
Do
Can
you
you
see what I'm
ever
saying?
phrase a sentence without
she
trying to make
always
me look
feels
bad?
like I'm using stuff against her when really I'm just trying to express myself.
Okay.
I'm not here to.
I know y'all team Porsha, but I'm still team Shamea, but I just think that Shamea was a bit passive aggressive and she was holding her tongue too much. If Shamea unloaded the clip, I mean, I think we wouldn't be here. I think, Porsha knows she won't, and that's why she's so confident in sitting there and, gloating about it, because she knows that she got Shamea right where she wanted, and she shouldn't have her that way.
Try to hurt Porsha, right? That I'm not here to, like she said, try to sabotage her.
Too late.
This is so difficult to even just have a conversation.
Okay.
And so for her to say sabotage, I can't wait till next week. I can't wait till, I guess I'm gonna watch it when it come on, child. Because her saying that Shamea is sabotaging her, how is she sabotaging her? By speaking her truth? By being honest? By saying how she feels? This is narcissism. Look, how Nene be posting all them narcissistic traits in her in her IG stories all the time. This is what narcissism looks like. It's all about her. It's all about Porsha. It's all about me. Bump what Shamea is saying, bump her feelings. It doesn't matter, because I was mourning, because I was going through a divorce, because I'm here. I'm trying to film. It's all of that, and it's none of listen to me, Porsha, I'm hurting. I don't like that.
I wouldn't have even known that there was any beef unless Cynthia didn't tell me. I told Porsha like what Brit had done. After that, I saw them hanging out, them posting. I'm like, all right, cool. She's made her decision.
A decision had nothing to do with her. What you did was what you did.
All right.
You didn't go be friends with Kelly because we're not friends. You're friends with Kelly because you like Kelly.
I think the friendship's a little different.
Well, I think it's odd for you to go sit after you and Brit had the
I think Shamea had a good point when she brought up the Brit situation. Again, like I told you before, just the previous episode, Porsha admitted to knowing that Kenya had all of those receipts on Brit and was helping her decide what to do with them. Then when Kenya gets fired, now all of a sudden you're hanging with Brit. That does seem odd. It is, interesting that, she would do that. So yeah, I'm with me on that too.
conversation about me.
I think your friendship with Brit is very calculated. Brit's not your friend. Brit could care less about what you got going on.
Hold on. Cynthia, where can these two go?
Andy looked like he ready to go. Andy need him an old fashioned. He need him a shot of bourbon or something. His voice, he getting a little hoarse. His beard then grew out. His beard then grew out since this morning. They've been on set for 12 hours. Andy had a little bit of 5 o'clock shadow at first. Now he got a full beard.
You guys, the love is there, but it just feels like the healing hasn't happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you come on a platform like this, everything is magnified.
And Cynthia in this bad wig. Cynthia, I love you, Cynthia. Cynthia recently unblocked me. She probably gonna block me again. But I'm not the only one talking about your wig, Cynthia. So you can't be mad at me for telling the obvious. Look, look, Cynthia, what is going on with the wig, Cynthia? This look like a Party City wig. This look like one of KKK Kim's wigs. This was probably the wig that Andy had on the set of Watch What Happens Live, and you just took it and put it on your head because it is not custom. No way. Look at that part. Look at that part right there. Anyway, I'm digressing.
And if that foundation is not solid, you guys are going to crack. It just is what it is. Just take baby steps to walk back toward each other. Please don't throw this friendship away.
Cynthia did give some good advice, baby steps, the same baby steps that she used to be back friends with Nene Leakes. I guess they friends. I guess they cordial or whatever. I don't know. She might have blocked again after she had Peter Thomas on the show. But yeah, Cynthia has been the voice of reason for a lot of the ladies when it comes to friendships. She knows how friendships fall apart on the show. She knows what alliances do to friendships. She knows how alliances affects the show. So Cynthia knows firsthand that all of this is some BS. And I guess she happy she ain't got no peach, so she won't be held accountable for the stuff that she is doing. But yeah, Shamea and Porsha's relationship is done. I guess they spilling tea on each other. Shamea saying that Porsha didn't attend the wedding. Porsha claiming she did attend a wedding because Shamea had 2 weddings. Shamea saying that wasn't my wedding. It's a mess. I don't understand I don't know.